Hello and welcome back to RLPC. We are here with another day of wonderful Rocket League action. 3 matches on the docket for you today. An org battle through the first two between Panthers org and Lions org. That will commence with the Jaguars and Lynx at 8 o'clock and then finish with the major teams at 8:45. And to end off the day, Pulsars versus Avalanche. It's going to be a fun day of action. I'm joined by Flip here for the first couple of these games. Jaguars versus Lynx, a AA matchup. Should be a really good one to start off our day here.
Yeah, it really should. Jaguars, Lynx, two of honestly, the biggest, hype ups in AA this season. Gonna be pretty solid. Looking at, a couple specific players, Legend, gonna be that guy that you look towards to be, the playmaker, on this, Jaguars roster specifically. And on the Lynx, Frosty was there last season, did pretty well. This season, looking to do even better. So Jaguars, they made it to the finals in AA last season with 2/3 of this roster. So they are looking to do it here as well, Cubics. As we go ahead and Cubics, how'd you mess this one up?
I didn't. No, nothing happened. Nothing happened. I didn't create a match with bots in it or anything. Needless to
Nice.
say, I'm making a new lobby. There we go. We're now good
There
to
we
go.
go. Mhm. Yeah, welcome. It's not RLPC without a little bit of mishaps,
No,
but
absolutely not.
nah, we gotta talk about a little bit about these teams, specifically the Jags. The Jags have Bossman, Legend, and Kyle. Kyle was an indie last season, and he shot up through the ranks, and now is in AA. Bossman and Legend were both on the Jaguars last season. So with Frosty, Pillows, and I'm pretty sure Surge is going to be playing instead of Helpful Fool. Those guys, they're going to have to figure out a way to, get past this kind of studied Jaguars roster.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Obviously, Kyle making that jump up. One of the more notable players that's going to be in the lobby tonight. So we will see how he fares going into this match tonight. But without further ado, everybody is in the lobby. Flip, I'll let you give him the command, but let's get down to the field. Jaguars going to be taking on the Lynx. Here we go. Game 1 of the night. Engines roar to life. We kick off our second regular season stream here. Jaguars getting possession right off the bat. A deep shot down to Kyle. Can he get the redirect? Gonna go off the crossbar right away. A very close opportunity there, Flip, right away from the Jaguars.
Would have been a great start to this stream. Getting an exclamation point goal like that would have been insane to see immediately, but instead, it's just going to be a close call. But honestly, the Jaguars already showing us that they're capable of a lot of offense. On defense right now, double commits. Kyle still waiting downfield, waiting for those deep passes. Now Bossman, again, the shot on target, not even 45 seconds into this game. 32 seconds is how long it took for Bossman and the Jaguars to score.
I mean, hey, we know Bossman can shoot. We saw what he did in the playoffs last year for this Jaguars team. Those of you who were with us then will know that not too long ago was this man the big difference maker in the Jaguars playoff run to the finals last season in AA. That shot from Bossman turned on once again, nicely cleared away by the Lynx, though. A good way for the Jaguars to start off this game. Good touch from Kyle. He's going to catch it. Solo play, heavy player. See if he can make some of that work here today, as this is much higher than the level that he was playing at last season. Frosty looking for the shot, going to go just wide. Legend looking to get the clear, looking for a bump, possibly downfield. Pillow's able to get the clear back in for the Lynx, though. Caught in the corner by Bossman, who's taken right off the field. Cut off by Surge at midfield. Legend intercepts, though. That's going to go in the back of a wide open net. The Jaguars open it up with a 2-goal lead in just the first 80 seconds here.
Yeah, wow. Really well done here by the Jags. Look at the shots. 5 shots to 2 so far. And honestly, the Jags just seem to have that little bit more speed than the Lynx do right now. But the Lynx, they're still hanging in there. they're hanging about. There's still 3.5 minutes left, Cubics, and they're looking to score right here. Frosty couldn't get it past Bossman, though. Has been a great player so far. Already a goal and a save. He's been the shot taker as well. Can he continue this kind of performance? We'll find out as Kyle tries to put this one across. A good touch by Pillows. Pillows going for the air dribble, the bump as well. And the team play there from Lynx going to get them their first goal.
Beautiful little team play here. Pillows taking all of the space he was given. And he finds the back of the net with it as well, making it 2-1 for the Lynx, getting a goal on the board. Got to boost their spirits a little bit here if you are a member of this Lynx team. To get a goal here. Shot on from Surge. Going to get you your second in quick succession, and the Lynx have tied it up.
Yeah, like I said, these are two of the best teams for a reason. They can score the ball. The defense definitely needs to be better there from Legend, though. That's a shot that honestly could have been saved. He does backflip, a little unfortunate, but you got to shake that one off. You got to go next. These guys, they're all tied up. Cubics, 3 minutes left in this game. Plenty of time, and honestly, I feel like there's going to be plenty of more goals to be scored as well.
Oh, for sure. I played a couple of ranked games before this and had 8+ goals in each of them. We'll see if we get a contest like that in this one. We're on pace for it so far. With 4 minutes left. 4 minutes into the game, I should say, excuse me, would be our pace for 8 goals. We'll see if that happens here. The goal fest not out of the ordinary, especially for an offensive team like the Jaguars. Surge looking for a center of his own here. Gets it by a couple. Kyle can't quite get the touch on it. The Lynx put it wide. Surge looking for a pass across. Frosty does not get a touch on target. Kyle does not win that 50. Pillows with the center ball. Ends up going off the ceiling. Probably not exactly what he wanted to do there, but does able to get a center ball. Picked up by Kyle through the corner. He's going to look for the center. Centers it very nicely for Legend, but the defense reads that play, and the Lynx are able to break out. Frosty, the shot going to go just wide. Kyle clears it back into the corner. Back on target by Bossman. A back pass gone awry. That's going to result in a goal. Surge going to clean up the mess. Bossman recognizing his error there in chat, too, as the Lynx take the lead.
Yeah, the biggest issue right now is the rotations here for the Jags. It's kind of messy, especially on the defensive end. Offensively, they're very clean with their rotations. They know when to go, when to get out, when to keep pressure, when to not. But on defense, they're kind of tripling all over themselves right now, Cubics. And the defense is definitely the weak point of this team. Now they're going to be facing a counterattack here from the Lynx. Legend, you got to get this touch. He does to the wall. Going for the double as well. He does so very, very well. That was a good touch from Legend to get the ball out. And, you know, they got to get this ball cleared. But what I've seen so many are double commits on the defensive end because they cut. They do not rotate back post. And it, like, leaves everybody kind of super awkward. Kyle with the shot right there. That one going to be well placed. Saved away by Pillows. That shot, though, from Bossman, going to come through. And if you're the Jaguars, you might get scored on a lot. But you're going to score a lot. So, you know, being 3-3, I feel like this is pretty normal for them.
Yep. Right on pace for a 8-goal game here. We'll see who cleans up the scraps in the last minute 16 of this contest. Kyle going to look across field. Pillows intercepts, though, to try and give the Lynx some offensive pressure, but a good clear back out to midfield. Legend keeps it in at midfield for the Jaguars. Good 50 by Frosty. He's going to put this one back in the orange half. No early read on that one. Bossman having to get a touch off his own backboard. Looking for another touch. Going to go right by it. Very awkward bit of defense of the Jaguars. They get the banger clear. Missed touch from Pillows is going to center for the Jaguars. They are unable to make anything of it. Legend misses a touch there as well to get the ball into the corner. The Bossman does from the secondary. Up over Kyle. Frosty 1v1 popped up over the bar. The read is there. Off the bar again from Surge. It's no good. And Legend going to be able to clear this one out. Frosty with a banger of a clear. Surge up, going to be second to it. Kyle puts it into the corner. Legend going to have some control here in the last 15 seconds. Popped up. Legend with the touch on target. Cleared away by Frosty. Bossman touches it off to the wall. He's going to have one more opportunity here before time expires. This one cleared back out to midfield by the Lynx. Jaguars going to let this one drop and flip. We got overtime in game one.
overtime. These teams super even right now. Two different, very offensive teams in two different ways, but they're both shining right now. They are goal scoring, but also the defense in the Lynx really kind of saving them with eight saves so far. So can that defense hold strong here? We'll have to find out. Already pressure here for early for the Lynx as Legend and Bossman are able to get that ball finally cleared, and the Jags are back on offense once again. Kyle trying to get a shot, but the overcommit could be costly. Bossman gets back in time, almost devastating there for the Jags. However, the game still in in the midst of overtime right now, still in the Jaguars territory. The demo derby coming out from Frosty. And somehow, still not a goal, but another demo coming out. And the Jaguars, they gotta be super low on boost. They gotta be panicking a little bit with all those demos going out. And right here, this could be the goal. No, another demo on the back end. Frosty, first one of this ball. That's an open net. He misses the shot. Cubics, they should have scored that goal, but instead, Jaguars are somehow hanging on.
Lynx should have scored about 7 times already on almost every shot they've had in this overtime. And somehow have not found the back of the net. Touch from Bossman off the post twice before he redirects it into the corner, into safety for the Lynx, and out of danger that the Jaguars were trying to create. Pillows goes up and over. Legend off the bar to clear it. Frosty there. The shot saved at the point of inception by Kyle. A beautiful cut to take that shot away before he can even shoot. It's like blocking a three-pointer. Very rare, but very nice when you can read it. Bossman redirects that one on target. 145 into this overtime. A very tight contest now that the Jaguars have their wheels back under them.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit more relaxed now. The first minute of overtime was absolutely chaotic, but now we're settling into it. And a big win in overtime here could mean a lot for your confidence for the rest of the series. Could be a do-or-die moment for the series. But right now, we got to figure out who's going to hold on, who has the will. Frosty, could it be you getting the goal? No, Kyle gets the save. Kyle trying to get on offense, trying to get a pass mid. That one's going to go through. Legend! He doesn't go for the ball. He goes for the 50. Now Frosty, 1-on-1 against Kyle once again. Frosty going for the shot, but Kyle cuts it off beautifully. Good defense there from Kyle. The shot just on target, bounces high. Not going to be on target. No, what a save from Surge. Legend put it well placed. Bossman, his save. Or his shot gets saved by Pillows. The defense from the Lynx, the absolute savior so far for this Lynx team has been their defense, and they're continuing it. But now the offense coming through. Frosty doesn't get a touch on the ball, and Legend able to get the ball clear. Surge keeps it in play. Legend tries to get a touch, not able to go through. 3 minutes into overtime, we have seen some crazy misses and some crazy saves, but no goal yet. A crazy goal must be coming soon, though, because it's been just so long. These teams, they've got to be feeling it. There's got to be a little bit of fatigue in there. Over 3 minutes through this overtime, Cubics. It looks like Jags had a little bit more offense, but the defense in the Lynx seems to be, absolutely stout and not going to be able to get, any ball through that net.
Nope, not at this point in time. Legend tried to get a nice 50. Oh, wide open double tap from Frosty. Puts it wide. Kyle is going to follow this one up. Pops it up high. Oh, I think he wanted to get some sort of flip reset kind of touch, but had too much momentum. Bossman going off the backboard, looking for the center. No good. Kyle trying to redirect that one on as well, but Legend with it in the corner now, looking for a pass. Very awkward. Gets it out mid, but Pillows is there to get it clear. Bangs this one down. Jaguars should still be in possession, though. Can they get it right back out of their own end? The answer is yes, as Bossman clears this one into the corner, looking for the touch on target. No good. Legend passes off the corner. Kyle's shot stopped by Frosty. Very nice block. Good block on that double tap as well from Surge. Frosty now trying to start the offense back up for the Lynx shot. Going to go wide. Cleared away by Kyle. Absolute banger all the way down into the blue half. Advised touch from Surge. Shot on from Kyle. Going to go wide. Hits the base of the post. Pops up almost at the 5-minute mark. Just hit 430 center ball. Legend shot wide. Bossman cuts it off. Goes for another touch. Keeps it in the corner. Kyle's turn to try and center it. Gets it by 1 across the face of the net. Legend gets a touch. Looks for the center. Back pass to Bossman. Well read by Surge to keep it out of the net. Bossman pops it up. Kyle still there. Center ball again. Surge clears. Legend fires it back in front of the net. The Jaguars have not been able to get a high-quality chance without the defense being there the whole time. Whoa, a bit of a misread in the corner as we've now hit the 5-minute mark here, Flip. This is absolutely insane. How have we played another game of Rocket League after the first couple of minutes of this first game?
Yeah, you know, it was goal, 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 goal in the first couple minutes, but now it is defense, 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 especially on the side of the Lynx. So far, these guys, they have locked it down in overtime, but they have not been able to break through in a while, so we will have to see who's actually able to come out on top right now. The Jaguars, they just seem that much more potent on offense. Frosty, he's trying to put this game away, though. A double commit on the defense could be absolutely costly here. Pillows, that one not going to go mid enough. Oh, but it's a pass back to Pillows. Frosty shot! It's there! The Lynx are going to win it, and the Jaguars had taken not just a one-game deficit, but a deficit in the mental, because, Cubics, that was an absolutely insane game, and to lose it in 5-minute overtime has to hurt.
Almost 6. 5:43, the final number in that overtime. Absolutely insane. Pillows with a 666 scoreline. That's pretty funny. The devil himself has arrived on the field in the form of a Lynx player here, as a lot of the Lynx plays at the end were absolutely deadly, and not only was their offense just incredible, but their demos in the first half of that overtime, I think you could tell that's where they got the Jaguars off kilter a little bit. And after a while, you saw it start to wear them down. After the demos, they were able to recover pretty well for the next 4 or so minutes of that overtime. But right away, 11 demos for the Lynx in this game, making their mark not only in the back of the Jaguars net in that overtime, but also in the demo column, trying to get in the heads of the Jaguars players here. And we will see if that continues here in game number 2, as the Jaguars will try and come back from what really is a 2-game deficit now.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a 2-game deficit, but you know, it's still only 1, and you got to think about it like that if you're the Jags. However, they got to start strong here, Cubics. They got to get that last game out of their head. They cannot get scored on first. It would be devastating. Kyle already getting a good demo in the midfield. But honestly, Cubics, the biggest thing for me, they had 11 demos, the Lynx did, but they had even more saves. They had 12 saves, and I mean, they were some crazy saves. So the defense from the Lynx is what won them that last game. The Jags, they don't have that kind of defense, and they need to pick it up throughout the season or right now if they want to win this game. But the defense has been the issue. The offense has gone well, but now on defense once again, Bossman has to put it to the corner, and Kyle has to put that one just a little high. Kyle does get another touch to get the clear, and they're able to survive. But the Lynx, they seem to just be biding their time, Cubics. They're so willing to, you know, not overcommit. They don't overcommit, and I feel like that's the biggest thing for this team. They always have someone back, and it's helped them in that overtime, and it's helping them so far. And it's still 0-0, but I think the Lynx, they're very comfortable playing a very even game here.
They definitely are, especially if their defense is standing on their head like they were in that game. See if they can do it again, but realistically, I don't think that level of defense is super consistent, so we'll see if the Jaguars can punish on plays like that. But no, a very nice clear. Kyle, the last man back. We get a read. He does not off the crossbar. Still dangerous. Surge gonna find the back of the net. A minute and a half in here. The Lynx take the lead in game 2. A very important goal in the grand scheme of this series.
Yeah, honestly, Cubics, you said that this defense isn't able to be, consistent, or it's not sustainable, but it's not the defense per se. It's not that they weren't getting crazy saves. It's just their rotations are so much better, in my opinion, than this Jaguars team. And you'll see it time and time again where the Jaguars are just a little awkward over their front post, and they get beat. And you'll see it so much. If you just pay attention, you'll see the Jaguars front post super awkward, not able to get the save. That time though, Legend, he's able to get the goal. Because if you can't save the ball, you might as well score more than your opponents, because that's how the Jags are going to have to win the series.
Yep, that's a very nice 50 on Pillows. Surge just not quite able to get back to it. One of those plays where a couple of inches matters, and those inches going the way of the Jaguars this time around. And they tie up the game very quickly there as well, not allowing the Lynx to build any more momentum. This game will continue. Shot going to go just wide. Pillows grabs it, sends it to the corner, clears it away. Bossman keeps it with him. This one cleared out. Kyle pops it up and over, trying to keep control of it. Gonna take it over his net. Very good control from Kyle. Gets by two, hands it off to Ledge, and on a silver platter. And the Jaguars take the lead.
Yeah, that's how the Jaguars do it. They have better mechanics than... each individual player on the Jags has better mechanics than anybody on the Lynx, and so they just gotta try to make this a game of mechanics. But Lynx, so far, you know, they're taking a deficit. They went down 0-2 earlier in Game 1, but they were able to bounce back. Let's see if they can do it here. Or the Jags find, you know, maybe they found a crack in the defense. Maybe they're figuring out what they need to do on offense to sustain this lead, as they have more pressure already here, Cubics. And so if the Jags, if they're able to make goals like that and make great mechanical plays like that, it's going to be very hard to beat them. Oh, wow. I thought that would have gotten saved by one of them. I think both Pillows and Surge left that ball. I think Pillows also ramped off the post a little bit, so a little awkward for Lynx. And the Jaguars are able to take a 3-1 lead.
You know what we call that, Flip, in the business? We call that doing a Cubics.
That's the Cubics right there.
Yep. And now all of you lovely viewers in RLPC will now know that forever, which is wonderful. That one's cleared away. Bossman there to send it back down deep into the Lynx half. That shot gonna be on target, and that's from the wrong team. Lynx with a... I'm just going to say it. That's an egregious own goal from Pillows.
What are you talking about? That's peak. You kidding me?
I mean, the
never
nicest goals are always on your own net, no?
You're never hitting that shot in your life. That's a peak shot from Pillows. You know?
Hey.
Like, I mean, no hate to you, but like that was a nice shot. Now he's got to do that on the other net, as Surge almost does it. Frosty couldn't either. And I mean, the offense from the Lynx right now on their own net has been much better than the offense on the Jags nets. No, that's a good demo, though. But Kyle, well done. He rotated back post, and he got the save. That's how you do it. Take notes, other Jags players, please. It's actually abysmal.
Jaguars taking a commanding hold over game number... Ooh, that was very close. Game number 2. Lynx sending one just high and wide. But got the defense off. But talk about defense off. Where were the Lynx there in transition? Jaguars take advantage of it. The Legend just beats Pillows. No third man for the Lynx.
Yep, no third man because he died. He are in game. Yeah, he definitely got demoed. So good demo on the back end. I don't even think you noticed it, but I heard the little explosion in the background. I was like, oh, that's an open net. And Legend heard it too. He was able to put that one away. So good job here. A great bounce back game. I mean, I'm calling the game right now. It's over. Lynx have lost game number 2. You should be looking to game 3 if you're Lynx. But Jags did a very good job here, bouncing back Cubics. You know, they know they're faster, they're more mechanical, and honestly, they get a little too over aggressive. But sometimes that helps them. But right now, in this game, it helped them a lot, and they were able to take the victory. It could be 5-1, it could be 7-1 by the end of this. We won't know, but this is a very good answer to what just happened in that 5-minute overtime, showing they still have the mental in this game. 30 seconds left. If you're the Lynx, you just kind of want a consolation goal, maybe a little bit of pride, maybe a little bit of hope for the next game. But the biggest thing, the biggest difference, Cubics, was the third man rotation. I think they Lynx got caught up a little too far up, as they do right there, and Kyle's able to get another goal. It's 6-1. They're going for the Brazil probably, but
they have
Jaguars. Yeah, Jaguars. They're definitely going for it because I mean, hey, why not?
I mean, you got it at this point, right? You got 6. You only need one more. You got 15 seconds. 50-50 on whether they even fake this kickoff. They don't. Oh, come on, go in. Oh, let it go. Let it go. Just for the memes, man. The first Brazil in a game of the season would have happened, but Pillows making the admittedly easy save. And that will be game number 2, going well the way of the Jaguars in a very, very nice response. And you can tell that, you know what, yeah, the Lynx defense, while they're really, really good, that performance that they had in game 1, not super sustainable.
Yeah, and we are going to get a server reset, Cubics, so...
Ow.
Yeah, we're going to get a server reset here.
Fine.
And it definitely... The biggest thing was their third man was just... It got a little too cut up. I don't think they were ready for the mechanical ability of the Jags. I think they underestimated the Jags' mechanical ability just a little bit, which, I mean, obviously proved to be fatal as they got destroyed in that game. But they need to have their third man sitting just a little bit farther back, and honestly, they're A-okay. There were just too many open nets for the Jags, because I'm not going to lie, the Jags cannot shoot. They're really bad shooters, but hey, if it's an open net, they'll hit it. So we'll have to see, if they're able to realize what they did wrong, make those correct adjustments, or if the Jags will continue the domination that they just had. I think this game is going to go in favor of the Lynx, but either way, I think we might go to game 5 here, Cubics. I know we didn't give predictions, but now it's 1-1. Do you want to give a prediction on who you think's winning the series?
Oh, I was going to say Jaguars in 4 off the top. I will take that. Although I think at this point the Lynx definitely have what it takes to go to Game 5, regardless of if they win the series or not. But I'm going to say Jaguars in 4. I think they come back and continue to do what they did in that last game, which is absolutely put the ball in the back of the net whenever they can. They had a... Sorry, messing with some of my audio settings. Sorry for the peaking on stream, ladies and gentlemen. But... I think their offense, they showed what kind of consistency they can have on the offensive side of the ball, and I think if they are able to just continue to do that with I believe, 1 shot over 50% shooting percentage in that last game. So I think if they're able to get that more consistently going, they're getting the quantity of shots that they need, and last game they got the quality as well. And I think if they're able to get any semblance of that throughout the series, they are just the better offensive team. And the Lynx defense, while they've shown moments of brilliance already, is not something that I think will be super consistent throughout the rest of the series.
I think it does go to 5, but I think the Lynx take it. So we have to find out, who actually comes out on top. But right now it's looking like the Jags' speed is just better than the Lynx. Pillows does make it back in time for that one. But honestly, the biggest difference maker right now, especially from that last game, would be Kyle. Kyle was able to lock down the defense. He had so many one-on-one attempts. They left him on an island, and he was able to come up clutch. So Kyle has been a very big playmaker on offense and on defense for the Jags team. If he continues to play like that, they could definitely win these next 2 games straight up. However, we'll have to see if that happens. Surge trying to get some offense going for the Lynx here. It's been super back and forth right now, but more in favor of the Jags as they got a shot right there. Kyle looking to get another one, but that pinch is going to go all the way back. Legend going to try to control this one. Has to get another touch, does so. Surge is going to be there, though. Tries to get over Bossman. Not happening. Frosty, he's up. So's Legend and Kyle. That's the kind of double commit that can cost the Jags. Oh, the read, though. Super difficult. Frosty, his shot goes high. Anybody there? No. Pillows elected to stay back. Now, the Jags, they survived the defense. Now they're going offense. But not for long as Surge continues to put this ball in the Jags half. And the Lynx, they survive once again. They had a little bit of an opportunity there, Cubics. And we saw the weakness of the Jags defense for sure.
Yeah, it's no secret at this point in time that the Jags are not a perfect defensive team, but their offense and high-scoring contests are going to be what is going to win them games. At least contests where they score a lot are going to be the ones that they win. And we've seen them be a very high-powered offense, being able to generate shots like nobody's business and scoring them with high efficiency as well. So it's a point I will keep harping on because it is the most important factor so far in this series has been the Jaguars' shooting efficiency and how they've been able to make it more consistent than the Lynx's really good defense.
But it's still 0-0 here, which, I'm not going to lie, kind of favors the Lynx. The Lynx prefer close games here. The Jaguars, they're more prone to the mistakes that can cost you a game. then, but the Jags, they got to score early. And I think if they don't score soon, oh, that one should have been the goal. A mistake on the Lynx end ends up not being a goal, but there it is. Kyle, the shooter. Kyle, the man, getting his goal here. You're gonna, put him up 1-0 here, which, like I said, important because if you're the Jags, you do not want to be playing tied because just one double commit could cost you the game. And so now having a little bit of a cushion, very important for this Jags team. And now, honestly, they can play even more comfortable and they can play even more offense.
Yeah, I think that's going to be very, very big for them to be able to continue playing that offensive style, knowing that they have a goal cushion just in case. In terms of, I mean, hey, they have some offensive prowess. I would say that they can take an overtime if they get back there, although Lynx obviously taking the first one of those two. But they did hold them off for like 6 minutes almost before the Lynx were able to score. So to your point about low-scoring games definitely favoring the Lynx, that entire overtime was over one game of Rocket League that ended 1-0. So, hey, low-scoring games. Lynx can keep it close, and they get one there with a demo.
Yeah, and double commit once again. The Jags, they leave Kyle on an island, and he was able to make some saves in the game too, and that's why they were able to be so dominant, was because Kyle was able to win those islands, those 2v1s, those 1v1s. But that time, the Lynx do get the better of them, and so if you're the Jags, you gotta stop leaving the poor man alone, as he makes a misread on the backboard there. Bossman cleans it up for him, but Surge trying to continue this pressure for the Lynx. A demo coming up from Frosty, more physical play. We didn't see it a lot in Game 2, Game 3 here. Two important demos, what could have been so far. There was 11 in Game 1, and that was definitely a big reason why they won that game. So if they're able to continue and get some more demos going, gonna be much in favor for them. Kyle trying to find a pass mid. Frosty, he is going to be the one that's going to hit it mid. Legend, though, off the corner, gets another touch. Pulled to the backboard. Nobody from Jags going to commit on that one. Bossman drops it down to Kyle. Kyle high off the backboard. That one's going to be dropping down. Kyle going for the shot, but Frosty gets a nice read. Gets the clear as well. Legend, he gets the shot. Kyle didn't get the bump in net, so now Surge gets it a long clear. Pillows, he might pass this one mid. No, he just takes the shots. And the Jaguars, they go down by 1. 22 seconds left, Cubics, and that's why you don't want to play a close game if you're the Jags.
Nope, you want to make it as far and uneven as possible, and they were not able to establish the kind of dominance we'd seen before him in this game in particular, and now they are feeling a bit of that wrath here as a low-scoring game going to come back to bite them, and a physical one as well that you mentioned of the post-Kyle cleanup crew is there. And that is going to be the goal that the Jaguars needed late in this game. They get one back very quickly here, and now tie this thing up.
This is Jaguars time. I mean,
Jaguars
it's
time.
like I'm just saying, like in the Lynx's favor, close game, you go up. Oh, it's the Lynx's time. Oh my God. Yeah, that just happened.
Yep. Definitely, 100%, yep, makes sense. Sure, yep.
Nice one, Bossman.
All right, cool. Kickoff goal. Again.
I'm just saying.
Just
the Lynx own goal was 10 times better than that one. But that one was 10 times more impactful than the Lynx one.
Yep, somehow.
Somehow, some way.
This looks promising, actually.
There's a chance. There's a chance.
Legend, no.
I think he was reading the defense getting a touch, but instead, the Lynx are going to take the dub. And Cubics, I said it. I called it because it's going to reign true the entire season for the Jags. One, they can't leave Kyle on an island back. And the double commits are gonna cost them games. It's going to cost them games. Maybe not series, but it will cost them games. Two, if they're playing a very close game, it's not going to... They're going to lose... In my opinion, they're going to lose a good 70% of those because they don't have the defense to stand up and, kind of just wear out the opponent. Their offense is so good, but the Lynx, Cubics, they have the rotations. They have enough speed to keep up, and honestly, they have enough offensive power to outscore whenever, or capitalize on the opportunities that the Jaguars give them. So that combination is honestly a really bad matchup for the Jags. So they got to figure out a way to get around this. They had more shots. As you see, it's 5 shots to, 12? They almost doubled in shots, but the Lynx over triple, or is that triple? Yeah, over triple in saves. So they're two very different teams. They're both very talented. They're both very good, and that's why they're both like honestly top in AA. But I think the Lynx style is just such a bad matchup for the Jags. So unless the Jags start blowing them out again, it's Lynx's series to lose.
At this point, we have already played 4 games worth of Rocket League in this series. And our next series is slated to start in about 10 minutes. So, may have to push that one back if the Jaguars are able to claim it here. But hey, I'll take 6 games of Rocket League for the price of 5.
I won't. What? That sounds awful. But, you know what? For these guys, I mean, it's a very interesting series. We're probably going to go to 5 here as Kyle gets the offense going here. Not going to get through. Legend trying to keep this ball in play. A good touch there. That's what you like to see. A good pass across. Kyle wasn't able to get there in time. Bossman keeps it up. Surge able to get there just quick enough. Legend on the backboard with a nice touch as well. Trying to get the clear. Slow start here once again. If you're the Jags, you want to score quick. They should commit just a little bit more. Bossman trying to get the shot. A good stop there. The Lynx, they're not beating the Jags to the ball cubics, but they're getting there for the 50s, or they're getting there for the block just in time. And it's honestly super unfavorable for them because they don't need to get the beat. They do that time though, and the beat might just cost them a goal. Oh, is it going in? Oh, Bossman doesn't get the clear. Pillows. He's got to hit this off the backboard. No, he gets the double. What a double touch from Pillows. Wow, that's an insane double touch from Pillows. What?
I don't understand the reasoning behind it, but it worked. I guess he delayed long enough so that Legend was out of position and then just fired it home. But, I mean, hey, if you're the Lynx here, that's a goal. I'm not going to complain too much.
Amen.
Especially in minute 15 into this game, too. Any goal early on to establish what could be the rest of the series, or the series-ending game here, is huge for them. Kyle carries, pops it, center, shot on, Legend hits the post! Bossman there for cleanup, though. We're good. It's okay. We're good. We're good. We're okay. We're surviving.
Kyle is the difference maker of this game so far. Cubics, he gets a beat on 2. Frosty, if you don't pre-jump, you can save that shot, by the way. But it's, it's still a goal for Jags, and Jags, you take that one. You answer quick. That's another thing. Jags can play from behind Cubics extremely well. Why? Because they don't care about getting scored on more, They're just like, all right, I'm already losing by 1. Might as well shoot some more. And shooting is what Legend does, and he gets a goal, and now they're up 2-1.
I mean, hey, goals are coming all over the place. That is the Jet. Shut up. that is the Jaguars' bread and butter, though, are these higher scoring games. And if they can keep that pace up, I mean, hey, you could be right in a Game 5 prediction. Surge puts in another one, though, for the Lynx, ties it right back up. But, hey, 4 goals in the first 2 minutes. That sounds familiar to a game, or shall I say 2 in a row that we had to start off this series.
Cubics, I don't know if I'm ready for another 6-minute overtime. I mean, at this point, we're getting it, but, like, we'll have to see as this series continues on. This game, specifically, as Legend gets a nice dunk. Legend can't, or sorry, that's Bossman. They look the same, like, almost the same car design. But it's Bossman getting the dunk. Legend, he gets that dunk. There he goes, and now he gets the shot. Frosty with a nice touch. Pillows. 50 gets 50 away by Kyle. Kyle, I don't know how much 1s Kyle's plays, but I know he plays a lot of 2s. And you can tell in his defense, he shadows really, really well. And so far, that's kind of what's been saving him. Kyle taking control. He does get the boost grab. Very important, but he gets bumped. Frosty puts it mid. Surge! Doesn't get there in time before Bossman cuts him off. Frosty rotating back for Pillows. Pillows kind of on an island alone. Super awkward, but Bossman's shot just not hard or well placed enough to pose any threats. Frosty gets the clear. Bossman, super awkward, but Frosty doesn't land just quite right, so Surge has to get the 50 on Kyle instead. 2 minutes left in this game. Lynx and Jags super back and forth so far, but now it's Lynx's turn on offense. Kyle gets the clear. That one pops high. Pillow's going to be the first one, or Frosty's going to be the first one there, sorry. Now it's Pillow's turn. Maybe look for a pass to mid. Bossman super awkward in net. That one is off the post. Kyle, nice fake. Legend going for the demo. That's a goal. No, Frosty with the save. Those are the kind of saves that you need if you're the Lynx. And now it's an open net. It is a miss. Cubics, what just happened?
I have no idea how that did not end up in the back of the Jaguars net. Are you joking? How do the Lynx not score on that? They literally had a 3-on-0 because Bossman got bumped out as third man, and they cannot convert to take the lead with a minute and a half left. That will be a moment this Lynx team will remember very unfondly if they end up losing this series in 5.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Pillows can't get a touch either. He took the long route to get there. Center, though. Shot going to go off the backboard from Surge. Pillows directing that one towards target. Not on. He gets a second touch. Top shelf. And that is going to be the lead for the Lynx here. Pillows, the sharp angle shot, finding a top shelf slot. And
yeah,
that's a big one. That's a big one.
That's something. I mean, I thought, yeah, Pillows had it was one that, like, bounced straight down, and he pre-jumped, and he misread it. But now Frosty, he gets a flip preset. Legend and Kyle kind of double commit. Bossman commits early. That ball just goes over the head of Legend, so Kyle has it now. Kyle looking for another touch. Legend, he's the one with the touch, actually. Legend gets past another. Pillows, no boost. Has to play it over to Frosty. Frosty gets a nice controlling touch, but he gets dunked by Bossman. Now Surge, no boost as well. Frosty gets another touch. That one goes mid. Surge with a nice 50, though. Kyle gonna try to beat Pillows with that ball, but Pillows is the one with the clear. Bossman overcommitted. Legend not gonna have the touch, but Pillows saves the shot. Or, sorry, not Pillows saves the shot. Frosty saved Pillows' shot. And now Surge, he's the last man back. He does a good job keeping that ball in play, keeping that ball in the Jags half. Now it's an open net again. Frosty couldn't get there in time. Legend, one-on-one against Pillows, but he has 12 boost to his name. He gets a pass mid. That's a great pass. That's a great attempt. A good idea coming out from Bossman and Legend, but now their time is winding down. Cubics, 10 seconds remaining. Legend, you got to keep this ball in play. Bossman, his shot, that's not a well-taken shot. He needs to be able to pass that ball or take a better one at least. Now Legend, he's able to keep it up. Kyle's there. Kyle tries to put it across the nets. That ball's going to hit the ground. Lynx are going to win the series. And Jaguars, get some coaching, please. You guys can win the chip if you guys rotate better. Golly. I'm sorry.
That is comical. Not untrue, though, I will say. The Jaguars definitely, you can tell from, like, especially that overtime, that 6 minutes, you could tell that the Jaguars were the worse rotational team. How did I make Rose out of that? Brain is not functioning. But the Jaguars just didn't have as succinct rotations. And there was a couple of times when they got caught out, and that's how the Lynx were able to end up taking this series. I think this is the only game in the entire series where the Lynx had more shots than the Jaguars. The entire series. And the Lynx ended up winning 3-1 despite that. They didn't have consistent offense, but they were consistent everywhere. And with the consistency of touches, there was a couple of times that you pointed out that in their challenges, they weren't necessarily getting to the ball first, but they were able to get a 50 and put it in a favorable spot, even though they weren't necessarily first to that ball. And I think that's a huge portion of why they ended up taking this series the way they did.
Yeah, and it's a shame because we saw in game 2 what they could actually do to the Lynx. A couple mistakes from the Lynx, obviously, in that game, but we saw the mechanical ability to outplay the Lynx, to just be faster than the Lynx, take shots that are just unsavable for the Lynx. And, Lynx, they were able to figure out a little bit. Their rotations got a little bit cleaner. They started committing a little bit earlier to stop the shots as they were shooting, instead of just waiting back. And so there were a little bit less saves coming out from the Lynx because of it. But honestly, Cubics, the Lynx just adapted better than the Jags to each other. So that's the only reason they really won. But, if you're the Jags, it's week 1, it's game 2. You're 1-1, you're fine. You're okay. It's a tough series to lose, but that's a good team. You're gonna have growing pains, and so it's not. I mean, obviously, starting well is good, but it's how you bounce back after this. Lynx, celebrate. You guys obviously played really well, but I mean, there's obviously some things they need to work on too. But overall, Cubics, we saw two very good potential. I think they're going to both be playoff teams, but potential championship teams because those two teams are very, very solid.
Yeah, both very, very good teams. Gonna change the lighting. There we go. Oh, that looks so much better on camera already. Yeah, no, two very, very solid teams. Jaguars definitely a team that will grow to be very good in this league, and I think they're already good enough to, I think, squeak into a playoff spot. It just depends on how good they get over the course of the season, whether they're able to win their division when it comes down to it. But our next matchup, Panthers versus Lions in Major. Because of that overtime, we unfortunately do not have time to take a break, and I know that sucks for you, but it is already 8:45, so we are going to get right into this Panthers versus Lions. This is unprecedented. We always take a short break, but no, not this time around. Lions versus Panthers. This is going to be another very interesting game. I believe you were there for the major draft. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Panthers taking Arrow with their first pick, falling farther than I think most people anticipated them at 8, and building the team that they have around him has been very interesting. So we'll see what kind of pop-off potential he has up against this Lions squad.
I'm so happy that these teams are playing on stream. Oh, this is going to be so good. Okay, so, first off, I played against the Lions in preseason. It was this roster. I took a game off of them. They're pretty solid. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, Sky is that dude. Arrow, that dude. Mike sucks, but he's okay, I guess. But there's one player that we need to look out for, and his name's MD. MD Boys. He is the one. He can win or lose the series. I'm not gonna lie. That dude can peak and absolutely win every game single-handedly, or he will lose every game single-handedly. And I'm just kidding. MD's my boy, but he actually can have that ability to pop off. Arrow, Coffee, MD, all really good friends. Very talented roster, and they're gonna do what they need to do. BW, Sky, Mike. Sky and Mike are going to be the two that you want to look out for. BW is super solid and can pass really well, and they're going to be doing a lot of passing. So, honestly, this is going to be a super high-flying match, Cubics. You're going to see a bunch of passes, a bunch of redirects, and hopefully a bunch of crazy goals. But honestly, these two teams, I think they're both looking to make playoffs. Maybe not. I mean, maybe they might be pushing for top 4, but honestly, both these teams are probably going to be around the 6 to 8 range. So we'll see who comes out on top, because this is a division game. I mean, they're all going to be division games this week, and so these games matter for your division. So you want to get an early jump, and I know these guys are all friends, and so they definitely want to have the bragging rights of beating them. So it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. I've got the Lions winning this one. I got them winning it at 5 though, because I mean, of course, it's going to 5.
I mean, it has to, right? Like,
yeah.
You'd think that, like, even if it shouldn't, like, somebody's gonna throw just a little bit, just not to like scuff it or anything, but they'll just be like, oh no, we got scored on, just so that it goes to 5, because that's this type of player. And it's also interesting. I think you may have mentioned as well, Coffee now on the Panthers this season, a longtime friend of Mike's as well. So. Definitely a lot of interweaving friends in this matchup that go way back. So going to be a fun one for sure. And I mean, as I'm a Panther at heart. I may be a Stallion this season, but I am a Panther at heart. And I'm going to go with the Panthers in 5. But of course, I can't go with any less than 5 because it will inevitably be 5. And as we both say that people are in the lobby, we are going to get this match going. But we probably also just jinxed it and will probably have a sweep in a solid 20 minutes.
Yeah, but I think they're ready. So we're going to go ahead and get them going. These guys, like I said, they're all friends. Mike, BW, Arrow, MD, and Coffee are all, they all play together all the time. Sky, he's a 17-year-old, that's crazy. So you know what? We're gonna see some very crazy gameplay. as already we're seeing a demo. BW's gonna demo so much, so is Mike. I'm pretty sure I got demoed like 11 times, and these guys are gonna demo a lot. Mike's also in, I think that's the Roadhog. So interesting card choice, kind of like T-Man. T-Man was rocking some kind of car, and honestly, Cubics, the big cars, they bring a buff, and they're buffing right now as a shot comes through. Not gonna be on target, but already we're seeing the pace of play just be that much, just so quick already for major players.
Ooh, Mike trying to get the carry. I believe that's a Roadhog XL, actually, because of the way that the front of it looks and the like supercharger there on the back, as you can see. But definitely going to be interesting to see what kind of advantage he gets from the larger hitbox. Realistically, it should be none, because it'll be a car that he's not super comfortable with, but regardless.
You underestimate Mike.
I mean, I always do, because he always shocks me with how good he is, regardless of if it's in-game or outside of game. Here we go, Panthers with an opportunity. Arrow, looking for the shot. Ooh. In the Halloween theme, in the name, but not going to find the target just yet, as Halloween's still a good few weeks away at this point. Oh, the flip reset from Arrow, looking for the center. A double commit from the Panthers, though. Sky putting that one on target. Not going to get the read off the backboard. Doesn't quite have the boost to get a second touch.
Ooh, that one could have been a goal.
That one's going to go right over the bar. That, as he said, could very well have been in, but does not quite find the back of the net just yet here. And as we're deadlocked at zeros, these two teams playing very even so far.
Yeah, you can see they're both super similar. They both pass a lot. One of them goes for a mechanical play. Another one's already up. These guys are having a lot of fun. Now it's just MD back. MD. He's going to kind of pass to Arrow. Arrow back to MD. Oh, could have been beautiful. Instead, MD leaves it for Coffee. Coffee gonna put this one left side. BW there with the save. A good team defense for the Lions as well. But the Panthers have been the ones mainly on offense so far. Now, the Lions' turn. Just as I said it, Sky gets the pass. The open net! Hey, I expect nothing less from a major player to miss an open net. He only wants to shoot the tough ones, and I can respect that. And so we remain at 0-0. Halfway through this game, and the passes are coming out. Sky looked for BW, or Mike now on the ball. Sky and Mike in the same corner. Mike trying to get it past one, not going to happen. BW puts this one mid, but the only one there is going to be Coffee. Coffee puts that one high. Sky gets a nice touch to the corner, and the Lions are back on defense, but they had a nice little offensive little stunt there, and they're back on offense once again. Both these teams, like I said, so deadlocked, and they're playing so similar, and they're playing just as well as each other. It's too close to call right now, Cubics. This game could literally go either way.
No, there is zero separation between these teams at this point in time. Mike able to get the clear for now, but MD putting it right back in. The back-and-forth nature of this game is seeing a lot of midfield play. It's not even that you have an offensive possession that ends up being very quick to another offensive possession. No, the ball is staying in the middle half of the field so often. MD finally finds the back of the net. 1:35 remaining. The Panthers have a lead. A very nice read off the backboard there from Arrow to get MD that ball at the back post. And yeah, as MD would point out, MD almost miss. But hey, he takes that any day of the week. Panthers up 1-0.
Yeah, MD peak. He
oh wow, Michael! Come on!
Oh, that was nasty. I wish Mike could do this whenever he's carrying me. Oh, Arrow, where are you going? Mike in the Roadhog XL doing wondrous things on the pitch. Tying it up immediately. Like Cubics, one team scores, another one scores immediately. It took him 8 seconds. It's just too even right now.
I think he's become Magic Flip. Has he earned the title of being officially Magic yet?
No, absolutely not. I would never give him that title. He's almost. Will always be almost.
Always be not quite Magic. But a very nice play from Mike there in the Roadhog, dazzling the screens of RLPC viewers far and wide. And Coffee gonna put one in off the post in transition. Panthers get another one as the floodgates have officially opened. And that nice Sonics decal from, is that this past year or the year before? Regardless, a nice looking decal. Although blue on the orange side of the field, that's not confusing at all for something blue. But
Absolutely.
regardless. Oh,
But-
that center Mike there. Ooh, very close to the back of the net. And once again, Lions now needing a tying goal here in the last minute.
Yeah, and if you're going to be looking to somebody, it's Mike or Sky. BW, he's been doing a good job. They got to find some more passes. These teams are both passing a lot. Mike going for the bump. He gets it. Guy pre-jumped the... Mike would be yelling at me. But instead, they just got to shake that one.
Woo, Arrow looking for
Double.
a shot.
Not going to go through. MD trying to find a mid. Not going to get one. Oh, Arrow. Maybe he's looking for a Psycho. I don't know what, but that's going to be a goal for Mike. A mistouch from the Panthers, and now the Lions tie it up.
Okay. Okay. Not a very well-placed shot. Got enough power on it to make sure the defender could not get his grubby little front tires on it and send it wide to the net. Lions tied up with 16 seconds to go. Mike gets another demo, but in the smoke screen, Sky almost with the own goal. Lions going to look to clear, but don't get another touch on the ball. Now through the sidewall, shot going to go on target, 2 from Sky. Very dangerous ball. Coffee with the cleanup at 0 seconds. Panthers take game 1. We're not going to overtime.
Yeah, it's, very impressive here by both teams. They're so even, man. Coffee getting those 2 goals, very important goals. MD also getting that goal. Arrow doing his job, keeping the ball in play all the time. Mike getting the goals. Sky, I wanted to see a little bit more out of Sky. And BW was just that solid rotational third man. But both these teams, super even. It came down to a 0-second goal. But now it's just a little bit of a difference, and that's all it took. Panthers, they take this one, but Cubics, this series is still up in the air for anybody.
It is very close. And one other thing I will point out is very close is Sky was flaming Arrow in the chat for being bottom of the scoreboard. Sky said same, but have more points. As you may notice, Sky had literally 1 more ball touch, 2 more points than Arrow in that last game, which is hilarious. So just wanted to point out the friendly banter going on in chat. So these players absolutely loving this matchup and getting a chance to have it on the main stage too. I see why you really wanted this one on stream, because this is a fantastic game and a fantastic way to start the series too, with a 0-second goal. I can't ask for any more other than maybe a 5-minute and 43-second overtime, which if you missed it from our first series of the night, that first game alone is worth going back and rewatching, as just pure chaos ensued in that OT.
Yeah, it was chaos for sure. Now chaos already kind of ensuing on the Panthers end here. Mike trying to find another way through. Arrow, he's going to be the one on the ball. He's got the air dribbles. He's got the control to do a lot with the ball. A double commit there from Sky, but a great double touch off that backboard. I don't know how he read that. Well done there from Sky to it would have been a very dangerous bounce if he did not get that touch. But instead, it's now the Lions on offense. A good shot. Not going to go in, but BW, oh, his shot just off the post. Can he put it away? No, it's still bouncing. Sky, you can score it. No, it gets saved away, and Mike caught up a little bit. Touches this one high. Still in the Roadhog XL, by the way. Tries to get up past mid, but Arrow is able to get it out. Arrow gets shut down by Sky. Sky, a lot of boost, a lot of potential. Not going to have anybody in the midfield waiting for his pass, though. Minute gone by. More offense here for the Lions, looking to continue as well. They're just continuing to pound the backboard of this Panthers team. But the Panthers, they seem kind of content. Not super threatening shots coming out from the Lions so far. And now the Panthers starting to break away a little bit. MD doesn't get the best touch, but he's going to get another one. That was off the backboard. Can he get the goal? A double touch from Mike. Saved a for sure goal right there. And both these teams right now making some great plays, and we're still deadlocked once again, Cubics.
Also, I will point out that if you do want to watch games again from RLPC stream, we do have all of the VODs from this season going to be stored on the YouTube channel at the same as it is here on Twitch on YouTube. So go give us a little subscription there if you would like to view any of the VODs or any of the content that will be in this season. Now back to the action here. 3 minutes left, still deadlocked at 0. Very much reminiscent of the first game. As that one was scoreless for the first 3.5 minutes before things took off in the back half. Good redirect by Coffee on target, but no one there to tip it. Arrow with the catch. Pops it over to... Good cut from Mike, though. Looking for the shot. Has some control. Very well taken by MD. He's got some space to work with now, too, off of the back of a bump on Sky on the back post. Arrow caught a little bit too far upfield and is going to have to play defensive here. W with 0 boost, looking to try and get it center. Sky cheating up with him, but neither of them able to get it center. Arrow looking to go up and over with a flip reset to try and get some more power on that one. Coffee looking for the center. Sharp angle shot, Coffee. Beautiful goal. Finds the back of the net from the corner. And that's going to be the first goal of the game here for the Panthers.
Maybe I should have Coffee. I have Arrow on my fantasy team. Maybe I should have Coffee. That dude has been a goal scorer so far this series. And so he's been doing his part for the Panthers. Arrow's been paving the way, but Coffee's been putting him away. Now, the Lions, they answered back quickly last time. Can they do it this time? Sky gonna put a shot on target, a good bump. But Coffee with a good save. Now, a couple team bumps on the Lions end, and Coffee's gonna have somebody mid named Arrow looking for the pass. That one's gonna be upping. Sky's gonna save Coffee and MD both up at the same time. Oh, and Arrow's there too. Somehow, some way, this ball is not in the back of the net. Could have been shot by anybody, but they both leave it for each other. And now the Lions are able to get away with it, feels like, right there. And now they have some offense. BW with the bump. MD's gonna have a free touch though. And now the Panthers, they had a mishap on offense and almost a mishap on defense, but they stay alive. They stay ahead by 1 with a minute and a half remaining. Lions, they gotta find a way to get a goal here.
Yeah, not been able to break out of their own half for quite a while here, at least get it out and stay out of their own end. That pass down midfield, where is the defense from the Panthers? Nowhere to be seen. And the Lions find a very nice passing play up mid. Mike finding W upfield, and the Panthers caught off guard in transition, and I think that's just a happening, I suppose, of how the Panthers were able to keep the offense for so long, and they weren't really focused on playing the defensive rotations and then got caught out for it. And the Lions tie it up despite being on defense for so long. Another double commit. A great save by Arrow, though. Looking for the double. He gets it, too. A nice extra touch there as the Panthers will look to try and get back on the offense and take their lead back.
Oh, looking to take it back. 46 seconds remaining. Arrow almost had an insane double touch shot. That would have been crazy. But now Coffee, last man. They're getting a little close. The Panthers, they're getting a little close as third man, and their boost amounts can sometimes be a little bit low, so it can be a little bit worrisome. But the offense is there as Arrow gets the pass from Coffee. Coffee now has to get a touch on this ball, but him and MD double commit. The lack of communication is going to result in a goal as Mike just boxes out Coffee. And Lions are going to take the lead with 20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, not a good rotational decision there from Coffee to end up cutting on that one. Unfortunately, Lions going to take this and possibly the game with it. But hey, this is not anything other than we were expecting, really. We expected this series to be super close between these two teams, and they are just showing why we are absolutely, definitely, 100% getting a Game 5 out of this already in this series.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very close throughout. Now, it's 1 second left. Can Panthers keep it alive? Coffee pops it up. Mike now, just going to kill that one. Okay, you know what? Fair enough, Mike. We don't like keeping it up at 0 seconds, I guess. So, they're just going to take this victory, and they're going to move on to game number 3. Another 1-goal game decided in the waning moments of the game, and honestly, another lackluster performance by Arrow. And honestly, I need to see some more out of him. He's doing really well getting the ball out of his own half with the air dribbles, with the double touches off the sidewall, but he's not creating enough on the offensive end for them to start scoring goals. They only had 4 shots. BW outshot them by himself. And Sky and almost Mike tied their amount of shots, so they literally doubled their shots +1. It was definitely just not a good enough performance from the Panthers overall, but the player I'm looking towards is Arrow. He's going to be the one. He's got to be the one to do it. Unless MD Peak comes out once again, it's got to be Arrow.
We know how good MD can be. We saw him last year put on a clinic in Major with the Spartans. See if we can get that same peak.
Wrong player. Wrong player.
Oh, yeah.
That was Milio and Migs. But, you know what? You know what? It doesn't matter. Yeah, Arrow. There he goes. Hey, look, I called his name.
See, I know this guy.
Yeah. Well, good show from Arrow, you know? I call his name and he shows up. There you go, Arrow. That's what I like to see.
Well, Lions looking to get it right back, though. They've been very good at getting possession here off of kickoffs throughout the whole series. Mike trying to get it back here. W going to have so much time. Pops it up and over. 50 with Arrow at midfield. Ooh, pinch from MD. Center still. Sky clears it away. Mike there. Looking for the touch center. Catches. Corrals. Back shot on Arrow. Can't get there. A beautiful little play by all three of the Lions here. Well played to get it to Mike in the corner. Mike finding the pass at center. W with a very nice shot. Arrow unable to get there after a double commit from the Panthers as well. Just a very nice play from the Lions, just dissecting the Panthers defense.
Yeah, I hate to say it. I really do. However, there is a very clear similarity with these Panthers teams. Jaguars and Panthers have two players that double commit a lot that leave one player back on an island. And so far, it's been Coffee and MD double committing while Arrow's left on an island. Asked to do a lot. Now is MD left on an island here. Coffee's racing back to help him out, though. MD, he gets the job done. Gets it clear as well. BW with a 50, though. Mike, he's up for that ball. He's going to beat Coffee to it. Goes low. Arrow couldn't get another touch, so MD has to jump early. Arrow can't get it clear on off the back wall there. MD sitting on the back wall now. Arrow with a good 50 against Mike. MD tries to pass it over to Arrow, but his shot... or his pass not going to be very good. Now Sky on the backboard. That one bounces down. Doesn't get the read. BW just kind of drops it mid for Mike. Now Arrow pops it up. Mike's up early. Arrow goes for the flip reset. Not going to happen on Mike. No way. Now MD misread. Sky off the backboard. He can hit these. Sky with the shot. Well, great shot there from Sky. And that's, I was calling his name earlier. And there he goes doing something good. That's what he needs to do to get his gameplay going, honestly. He's been a little lackluster, but that's the performance I know out of him.
Yeah, that's the Sky we know and love, going up high with at this level of the game, routine double tap. Coffee not quite able to get the read on the backboard, but really at this level it's about stopping those backboard touches from even happening and corralling that free real estate in the backboard before it becomes a problem. And now the Lions take the lead here. 2-1 in the game, trying to go up 2-1 in the series. Still 3 minutes left here, Flip, though. Lots of time for the Panthers to claw their way back.
Yeah, but the Lions are doing such a good job.
Oh.
They're doing such a good job. They're getting the Panthers out of position. Demos. I mean, they're forcing double commits. They're doing such a good job of capitalizing on those opportunities, too. Now, Mike finding Sky. Sky couldn't beat Arrow to that ball, but BW, last man back, going to have a 50 on Coffee here. A great one as well. Going to have a beat on MD. Gets it around him. MD super awkward, and Mike's touch almost found Sky cherry picking. Sky, his touch is going to be blocked by Coffee, and now the Lions have to race back. The Panthers, there's still 2 minutes remaining, like you said, there's plenty of time. But there hasn't been enough threatening opportunities for the Panthers. And now, another threatening opportunity for the Lions. That should be a goal, 100% of the time, and it is, by Mike. And now, they take a 2-goal lead, the first 2-goal lead we've seen all series.
It only took us 13 minutes of gameplay to get there, but yes, the Lions have a 2-goal lead, the first multi-goal lead of the series. 2:06 left in game number 3. And the Lions looking to hold on here for their second game win in a row. Sky looking for the double off the corner, very awkward bounce, not quite able to get the read. What a 50. Arrow with a great read. Good reactionary touch is going to be able to find the back of a wide open net. The 2-goal lead not lasting for very long. Arrow finally finds the back of the net.
Yeah, Sky absolutely doing wonders to bump Mike there. That's what I like to see. get Mike off the pitch. That's good job there by Sky. He knew that Mike is just an absolute nuisance on the field, so he wanted him gone, and he kind of just, he felt bad for the Panthers, so he goes ahead and gives them one there. Honestly, just a really heads-up play there by Sky. Honestly, that's just some top-tier gameplay from Major that we come to expect at this point. Mike, you know, he's getting Arrow back. He's kind of mad about Sky getting the bump on him, and so he's taking it out on the Panthers. Sky, he's going to have an air dribble. No, he's just going to bang that one, but Arrow re-jumped him and had the read all. Mike still kind of upset about that last bump, and so he's going all out right now. He doesn't, and they're still up by one, though. Sky tries to beat MD, but MD Goat able to get the touch. Coffee over to Arrow. Arrow with the double. No one's going back mid, but almost Magic Mike is almost magic. Is Coffee with a great pass, MD with a great shot, but Sky with a even better save. Now, last man back, Coffee. That 50, though. Scary MD is in net, being a little scared. He's going to have the beat, though. A bunch of bumps coming out in this corner. A bunch of chaos. Last man back is Mike, and he's able to just take control, take his time. The Roadhog XL, able to get a clear as well. BW plays it off the sidewall, and Arrow is already there. The pressure from the Panthers, they know they need a goal. Coffee, his touch, I think he was looking for Arrow, but instead, Arrow's just going to take it and go for a double. It's on target, and he does get a dunk as well. Coffee dunks Mike. There's a bunch of chaos going on, but no shooter for the Panthers, and that's the most important part. Now Arrow has to get a double off his own backboard. There's 20 seconds remaining, and the Panthers just cannot find a way through this Lions defense. Sky puts another one mid. Oh, Coffee barely gets a touch on it. Is there anybody there for the Lions? No. Sky just pops it up. Coffee. No, it's going to be MD that chases that one. MD gets one touch, gets another. Can he get a third? He gets a pinch with Coffee. This is an opportunity now. He leaves that one for Arrow. Didn't expect it. Has to pop it up. Coffee's going to play it back towards him. No! He just pops it up high. They're trying to keep it alive as long as possible. Indeed, hits the ball, and Arrow wasn't expecting it, and the Lions take a 2-1 lead. They bounce back really nicely, and they're able to win. And Cubics, it looked just, I don't look at the scoreboard, because it is not MD peak right now.
I mean, it's kind of hard not to when it's all across my screen. Yeah, that's unfortunate, to say the least. I'm surprised there's not a 0 at the end of those two numbers that comprise his score. I don't think he was really the problem. I would say the problem is that the Panthers let in every shot that the Lions took.
It's an issue, I guess.
Do I need to say more? Can we just go to game 4? I don't...
if we ready up, I guess we can.
You know.
I mean, Coffee and MD, I've just double committed a little too much, and they just caused a little bit too much, you know. I want to say, like, weakness. I think that's like the word, like the word I would use. There's just a weakness in the Panthers' back line. That the Lions, they've used demos to exploit. They've used just quick passing plays to exploit, and also they've kind of just boost controlled them, outsped them. I mean, I think Arrow is the best individual player on the field right now, but I think Coffee and MD, they gotta start working together a little bit better if they want a chance of going to Game 5, as Coffee had no nets, and Coffee, he said he was going to be on the trade block, but they might put him on the trade block after that one. You gotta be scoring the open nets in Major. Only I miss those. Coffee, you gotta get a save here as well, and he does. And Arrow, the man that stepped up last game, but not enough, is gonna try to do it right here with a great air dribble. That's what I expect. You just gotta keep doing that.
Arrow, are you kidding me? What is this play? The control after the first touch is incredible. And what a way to get the Panthers on the board here in game number 4. They really want to find their way to a game 5 and try and win this series.
Yeah, well, we said it was going to go to 5. Both of us did, Cubics, and you know what? I think we're both going to be right. I mean, Arrow trying to will his team to a victory here. Sky does get the save, though. Now Arrow gonna have the shot. He goes just off the post. Rocket League didn't know if it was a save or not. I mean, but it's Arrow all over the pitch, all over this Lions defense. I mean, they gotta figure out a way to get him off the field like a demo. Mike, you're gonna be the one to do that, by the way. He's a demo demon. So he's gonna be looking for him. He's downfield right now. He almost had the demo there. He almost had it. I don't know if he's listening or he's just that much of a oh, I hate it. I hate the way Mike plays the game, but you know what? It's so effective, and they're able to break out of their own half, but Coffee sends it right back, and now Mike drops that ball, leaves it for Sky, but a dunk there, a great one as well. MD staying on it, taking this one to the ceiling. I don't know what MD's planning, but I don't think it went according to plan. As that ball gets 50 by Coffee. Coffee gets a bump on Mike. Mike does recover enough. Arrow gets one touch. Arrow gets a nice 50 as well. MD gonna hit it off the backboard to himself. Oh, BW. A great read. And Nanocubics. The Lions, they're staying alive. They're only down by 1, and they've done a good job of weathering this Panther storm.
Yeah, MD trying to make up for having 42 points in the last game, in case you missed it. And unfortunately not going to hit the double tap that time around. Arrow with a chance to break out here. W keeping it in for the Lions, though, getting a demo in the process. MD has the ball. Arrow spawns very awkwardly right under that ball. Going to be an interesting set of rotations coming out from the Panthers here, although Coffee able to clear it out here. Gets a one-on-one with BW and beats him cleanly. Coffee, my goodness. What a play.
Beauty. I mean, Coffee, just a beautiful man, beautiful play. And our second 2-goal lead of the series. And hey, if you had a 2-goal lead, you've won the game. So odds are they win. You know, it's looking to be in their favor, but there's still over 2.5 minutes left in this game. There's over half the game left. And the Lions, they just haven't had any offense so far. One shot. And honestly, it's now looking like Panthers' game to lose. That's a goal right there. Yeah, I mean, Arrow, absolutely beautiful stuff by Arrow here. A great demo by MD, but man, I thought Arrow was going to score that one. A great attempt by Mike for the save, but Coffee does have the open net in the end, and just at halfway mark, we are 3-0, and the Panthers, they're looking to come out and send us to Game 5 for sure.
Arrow into the corner. I think we really wanted that double tap. Could not quite find it, though. Coffee with the flip reset. Ooh. Many different matrices on that ball. Oh, the save by BW on Sky's shot. Newsflash, they're on the same team. BW centering it for Coffee. He is just playing for the Panthers for that about 5 seconds. MD trying to drop it down, does not get a touch. Coffee trying to center it. Mike and BW playing small ball in front of their own net. Very dangerous place to do that, but they're able to scrape away with the ball. Not able to get possession out of it, though. BW trying to get it back out to mid. MD is there. Trying to get a touch, no good. Coffee gets a touch. Just wide clear all the way down. MD sends it by BW. Is Coffee there? MD pops it off the crossbar. No good on that attempt in transition, but the Lions offense not here just yet. We'll see if they arrive in the last minute 15.
It might be a little too late, though, Cubics. The Panthers just look so good right now. 11 shots to 1. Me personally, I'm not getting outshot 11-1, Mike. So you better pick it up a little. At least a good demo there from MD. Mike tries to keep his ball in play. I need Arrow to do a little bit more. I have a fantasy team. I would like to do a little bit better than this on fantasy. 1 goal. I'm just asking for 1 goal from Arrow here. You know, that's all I want. Maybe it'll send us to Game 5 for sure. But there's plenty of goals to be had. And now Sky, he's the one up. Gets a flip reset. Maybe he's just doing some cool things and nice touch as well. Coffee's gonna be able to get there though. Coffee sends it off the backboard. Mike's there. Gets the great clear to BW. MD with the 50. Sky taking control. Gets a good pop. Gets a flip reset. Arrow, you're not saving that one, buddy. I'm sorry. That's just a beautiful play by Sky. And that's a great shot there from Sky. Just nothing you can do on defense.
Fantastic individual effort there. Arrow left in a very tough spot, and he can't quite weasel his way out of it this time.
Winnable.
Winnable. We will see. Kickoff favoring the Panthers there. Mike going up and then right back down. Not getting a read on that one. Coffee with the back pass to Arrow. He's got one. I will say I would also like a goal from Arrow here, as he's also on my fantasy team for this week. So,
yeah, please.
Please, Arrow?
Please, Arrow.
Bless us in this game number 5 with 2 goals. And yet somehow still find a way to lose, because that's the most Panthers thing possible. But they will take us
yeah.
to 5. One of us is going to have a correct prediction. I'm just going to say.
Well, I mean, let's see. What do we guess? I guess Lynx in 5 last time, so I'm 1-0. You're 0-1. I think it's only fitting that, you know, Panthers win, we tie it up, and I think that's just the fitting way to do it. However, I mean, if the Panthers play like that, then I think they're winning that game for sure. The offense, the midfield pressure, just too much for the Lions. But I think, you know, the Lions. I think they're gonna find a way. I think they're gonna find a way out for sure, and the offense will just absolutely, you know, it'll come alive. They only had 2 shots.
MD almost doubling up his points from last game. Had a solid 70 in that last one. We'll see if he can break the 100-point mark and actually get some experience from this game. I think the threshold is actually 25 points, but we will pretend it's 100 just for the sake of the joke. As Lions start off on the offense. Sky not going to get caught out at midfield. Bangs that one back in, but MD gonna send this into the blue half. Sky taking it through his own corner. Still has possession. Beats another in MD. Arrow gonna get the clear back out to mid. Mike with the shot. Gonna put it wide. Coffee gonna get an extra touch. Mike with it in the corner. Gets some wonderful physics. And MD going to get a touch. Flip reset. Not gonna be able to get a touch with it though, as Lions will keep possession. Coffee sending it downfield. MD, what you got for us, bud? Off the backboard to clear away. Very nice touch from Mike. Able to get that clear. Arrow sends it booming up through center. Cleared out by W. MD sends it down. Arrow, shot on target. Sky with the save. Mike collects Coffee 50s. The ever-loving whatever out of him. Somehow it doesn't go in the net, though. Miraculous play on defense by the Lions as they're able to stay alive here and not concede early. And a demo is just going to completely throw the Panthers off. And, of course, that's how we get our first goal.
Yeah. I'm just saying, the Lions, they didn't demo a whole lot. You know, honestly, the Panthers demoed a lot more in Game 4. It felt like than the Lions did. I'm not sure about the actual stats, but that's what it felt like. The demos just weren't that impactful. But the Lions, you know, that's a very impactful demo, getting them a goal early, taking the lead. But the Panthers, they're a team that can score. MD can be the one to do it. No, it's not going to come through there. Arrow, he can be the one to do it. Gets a flip reset. Gets under BW. He doesn't get the reset, actually. Oh, but Spooky Arrow almost getting his way through. Now, oh, wow, there it is. Coffee. He's the goal scorer of this team, actually. He's been the one to do it all. MD with a nice pass, but Coffee with the shot. And that's a great shot there from Coffee.
Off the post and in. Perfect placement from Coffee there to tie this game up. 2-2 in the series, 1-1 in Game 5. Because, of course, it had to go to a Game 5. I mean, we both predicted it, but, like, of course it did.
Yeah. It's Mike and Arrow and Coffee. And, yeah, there are a bunch of... There's no way this game wasn't going to 5, and honestly, it might go to overtime at this rate, Cubics. We'll have to wait and see, though. 3 minutes to go. Arrow trying to find a goal of his own. Love that, but not going to happen there. Good 50 in the midfield. The midfield 50s from the Lions has improved very much so. They're challenging at midfield a lot better, not even allowing the Panthers to take the shots. Now their offense needs to step up. They only have one shot once again. This Lions team does. The defense has been a lot better, but the offense just not quite there. Mike's been the offense for a lot of this game. Now it's going to be up to Sky. His shot's going to be on target, but Coffee's going to have the free epic save right there. Now Arrow going to try to get Coffee downfield. The net's kind of open, though. Is that a goal? Arrow, please put it away. He does. And that's a goal for Arrow. And that's points for my fantasy team, baby.
And my fantasy team, baby. Let's go. Arrow getting the read as Coffee does not. It throws the defender of Sky off. Arrow, just the janitor in that situation. Clean up crew with the rebound. 2:13 left. Lions in a hole. Arrow. Next on the ball for the Panthers. Going to be able to clear it up over center. Mike with catch. Into the corner. In, of course, as always, the Roadhog. Up off the backboard, Sky is there. Can't get the clear, Arrow scores again! And hey, we're back at a 2-goal lead. No team has thrown a 2-goal lead yet in this series. It's a good sign for the Panthers.
Yeah, but the Lions are gonna win because that's what I predicted, and that's what's gonna happen. Magic Mike, I need some actual peak gameplay right now. Sky has 400 points. His teammates don't have over 100. There needs to be some better participation here on the side of Lions. Mike trying to get some participation going, but it's just gonna be Arrow getting the beat on Sky. That ball's just gonna float into the net. Is it just in? Oh, Mike almost got the save, but Arrow gets the hat trick, and it's not looking good for the Lions.
Yes, my fantasy team is coming back into fruition. This is all part of the plan. Arrow popping off in this last game. I did call 2 goals for Arrow and a Lions win, but now that there's 3 goals for Arrow, I'm pretty confident the Panthers have this one in the bag. With a minute and a half to go. MD, I don't think he got the reset on that one. Coffee looking for a touch off the wall. Arrow up on this one, looking for another shot off the backboard. Is not going to get a touch to fall on target on the double tap, regardless of defender. Coffee left alone on defense. Great 50. Out to MD, who gets a touch, I guess. Throws off the defender for an extra few seconds to try and get the Panthers offense going. Arrow up and over to a beautiful pass. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be MD. He breaks the 100-point mark with that one. And Arrow, I believe, gonna get an assist on that as well. Love to see it.
Yeah, I mean,
he totally bumped Arrow out of the way to get the goal.
I mean, he broke the 100-point mark a long time ago. He actually has 3 assists this game. He's doing really well. Honestly, he almost has more points than Sky, who has, other than Mike and BW. He's the only one with points on their team. Like, Mike and BW are at 106 and 98, respectively. It's just not been a good showing from them. As another goal almost goes in the back of the net. MD, you're not placing that. I've seen you play too much to know you are not scoring that one, buddy. That's okay, though. You're up by 4. There's only 40 seconds left. You don't need to score that one. You just need to, not absolutely toss this game. Barring a miracle, the Panthers are going to win this game. Did they win their first one? Are they going 2-0 here? That's the question. I'm gonna go look real quick.
You go do that. I will take over for the last 20 seconds. Mike looking for the center. Ooh, maybe a goal. No. BW waiting in the net. I think he wanted a squishy shot, I guess. Not the opposite of a squishy save. But Mike, woo! What a read. Finds back the net. 9 seconds left. But a 3-goal deficit going to be too much to make up in that time. Mike, a very nice game, though.
Yeah, no, nice shot. No, the Panthers did lose. They actually got swept by the Spartans. So, hey, shout out Spartans. They did a good job there. But the Lions, they won. So, they're both going to be 1-1 now. And so, in conference play, or in division play specifically, like, that's a very good play. But, wow, so look at Sky. I mean, Sky, he has that potential to pop off. He has the potential to pop off. But, yeah, I think it was just the supporting cast. I'm not going to lie. It might have been a little bit. There's just a little bit too much to handle on the side of the Panthers. Arrow absolutely popped off that game. He waited until Game 5 to do it, but we saw it in the end.
We absolutely did. 3 goals and assist in that game. 5 shots for him as well. A wonderful bit of play there. And hey, at least BW and Mike both got over the 112-point mark, which, Flip, as you pointed out, was the entire score that MD collected over games 3 and 4, not either one individually. So, I mean, you got to give him credit for that. But, yeah, a little bit of a lackluster performance from both of them throughout the last bit of that game. The last 30 seconds aside, for Mike specifically, both of them kind of not present all that much on the field, and I think you could see that in the Lions gameplay at the end, and they really just weren't able to come out with the W in this one.
Yeah, it was a close series though, but we have one more for you guys. But it's my turn to head out. Are we going to a break, Hugh?
Yeah, we'll go to a break.
Okay, we're going to a little bit of a break, so we will be right back. Yeah, that was a great series. Hopefully we get another Game 5, because, I mean, the first one almost, pretty much went to Game 5, so a very long series today, and there's probably going to be one more coming y'all's way.
Hello and welcome back. RLPC finished our first two games of the night. The back-to-back of Panthers org versus Lions org. Jaguars losing to the Lynx right off the bat in what ended up being a 5-game series, as the game one went to over 5 minutes of overtime. So 3-1 Lynx, the final score in what was really 4 games. Panthers taking on the Lions in a very close series, a bit of a blowout game 5 for the Panthers, but they take them down 1-1 in that org battle tonight. The rest of those matches going to happen tomorrow with the, let's see if I can remember them all, Wildcats, Leopards, and... oh, I'm blanking on the last one. That's sad. And I don't remember the Lions org. I should know the Panthers by heart at this point. I'm joined by Aiden on the desk here, by the way. As the former AGM over there, I feel bad that I don't know the Panthers teams. But regardless, none of them are playing anymore. It's going to be the Pulsars versus Avalanche, another AA matchup to close out our night here. And I heard some rumors, Aiden, that you have some nice little quick facts for us.
I sure wish those rumors were correct. Not many quick facts. Both these teams are 0-1, looking to pick up their first win. Both teams losing 3-1. So not particularly getting blown out, but also not making it too competitive. So both these teams, should be a little feisty. Both these teams are ranked 8 and 9 in the power rankings. Isn't necessarily always the most reflective of skill, especially at the start of the season. But preseason, they put Avalanche at the 8, Pulsars at the 9. So hopefully a couple feisty teams, a couple teams looking to make their mark, maybe set themselves in as an expected playoff team coming into week 3.
Well, we will see what we will get. I'm going to leave it to you to give them the command here, but I believe everybody is in the lobby.
Everybody is not in the lobby. No, sir. Nope. We have...
being slow.
They are being slow. We have the Avalanche in the lobby. Their starting 3 is going to be Alex, who is the little cockroach on the sheets, TMDT, and Luis with Impav as their sub for tonight. The roster of the Pulsars is made up by KO, El Guapo, Frosty, and Mintword, but looks like, okay, we do have the Pulsars joining in now. That roster looks to be Guapo, KO, and Frosty. So Mintword is not going to be joining tonight, but that's okay. They got their 3. We should be good to go any second now. Giving them the command, and we should be ready.
Let's go. They in.
Oh, all right, there we go. Hopefully some more exciting matchup. Looks like KO is lagging a bit. 144 ping. Cannot feel good.
Oh, that's an L.
That is an L. Hopefully it just tapped out or something.
Usually it's temporary. I know sometimes get issues, but usually it's not more than about 6 seconds. But hopefully that fixes over the course of the season. That would be much less fun.
Would be unfortunate.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if we ended up playing in the lobby after this first game too. Pulsar's getting some good possession here right off the bat. KO almost scoring despite his troubles off the bat. Return on this one, beat there by Luis. TMDT, that's a dangerous ball. Center, not on target. Guapo trying to get a drop pass there, not going to get it. Frosty clearing it into the corner for the Pulsars. Looking for another touch center. Luis able to clear it here, though. KO on. Looking for Guapo mid. Drop down. The pass, not quite there. TM not reading it quite yet. Good center from Luis, but Alex not able to get it by the defense. Some great back and forth play to start things off today.
Yeah, Pulsars with a little bit more presence in that offensive third, but nothing too dangerous coming yet. We see the Avalanche here taking their turn, bringing it down. Luis trying to get that mid. TMDT is going to be on that with a shot. Sneaks it in. 2 Pulsars players in the net. Unable to come up with a save, though.
Cheeky. Very nice shot. Finds the back of the net. Good power there from TMDT as well to get it by the 2 defenders, but even better placement to find... to find a gap in the net.
As we settle into this game 1 here, who are your players to look out for? Who do you think's got that pop-off potential?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Ooh.
Got to give a shout out to fellow media team member TMDT on the Avalanche, a player that I feel like is a bit underrated when it comes to AA, but definitely has some potential. And having played before with El Guapo and KO, as El Guapo is going to get a goal there, I feel like KO is definitely the one with the pop-off potential, the more mechanical player here on the Pulsars, and we'll see what he can do here for them. Is Guapo, though, going to be the one to get the first goal for the Pulsars? 3:23 left in the game, tied up now, just over a minute and a half in. Very good back and forth gameplay so far. Lots of shots in this one. Nobody shying away, just trying to hold possession at this point. All offense directed at the net, because why not? That one going off the crossbar, unfortunately, for KO. Alex trying to get a bounce. Wow, does he ever get a bounce? But not one that anybody on the field could expect at this level. KO looking for the center, gets a cheeky little ball through. Guapo going to be there to collect for the Pulsars on the defensive end. Gets a clear out into the corner. Alex chases. 50. This one going to go all the way across the net. Nice 50 from the Avalanche to get the power to get it across the net. KO with the misread. TMDT up middle. Gets a nice touch on the clear. Avalanche could have a good attack brewing here as they still hold possession even though it's in their own end. But Guapo with a great 50. Going to try and spark the Pulsars on.
Yeah, both teams really settling into this game one. Tied game. Chance now for the Avalanche, but some good backboard defense coming out. And I really feel like this series is going to come down to whoever can minimize the mistakes. Both teams seem to be poised to kind of capitalize off of each other's mistakes. Both teams playing pretty safe so far, but as we kind of settle into this series, players start heating up. I can really see it coming down to who kind of overheats a little bit. And there's a bang from Guapo, getting his second one of the game.
That a very, very nice touch all the way from his own end, but power, the big point on that goal. From one end to the other with a lot of speed, catches the defense off guard. And the Pulsars take their first lead of the series with just under 2 minutes left here. Now the Avalanche having to fight from the back foot. Frosty with the touch off the backboard. Very dangerous play, but a good clear by Luis. TMDT getting it back out to midfield. The 50 going to fall the way of the Avalanche after Luis with a very nice touch. TM with possession going off the backboard, looking for the double, not going to find it. Luis trying to get the 50 by KO into the net. Pulsar's playing a very forward game here. Alex almost beats him in transition. TM with control, pops it over. One shot on, cleared away. Pulsars had to double commit though, although this one all the way back down. Luis going to be credited, I believe, with a save on that one as well. He clears this one out, good 50. Still at midfield, though, here. The Avalanche trying to make something happen. They need to here if they're going to tie this game up and hopefully bring it to